Hello my friends, welcome back. Today we have special guest, my friend Armin Hirmer.
Welcome everybody.
Amazing archer, and today he will be teaching me instinctive archery, right?
Yeah, we learned thumb release directly because I thought when I come over here he should learn something properly.
And we're gonna also throw some blades in the end.
Yeah, then we see how I fail, yeah, exactly.
Right? So, let's get started. So my friend Armin, can you do a little introduction for people who don't know you, maybe?
It's not possible. So my name is Armin. I am the, so to say, the Asiatic Archery ambassador here in Europe. I only teach now Asiatic or thumb release, so I leave the three-finger Western style to others. We have many good instructors here. I run Malta Archery for 12, 13 years, and I do this stuff teaching since more than 20 years and 25 years now. I'm getting old.
Oh.
So this is what I do, this is what I make a living. I have a little YouTube channel, not as big as Adam's, it's just a little.
It's also pretty big, definitely check it out, guys.
You can check it out, and for the rest, today we see how Adam will do in thumb release.
And what is thumb release for people who don't know? Maybe you can
Thumb release, yeah, I can show you. The Western style, you have the arrow on the inside, and you draw usually with 3 fingers and shoot like this. So,
okay.
But when you reload, you always need to get the arrow first on the inside again, and then you need to load in some sort of and draw with 3 fingers. When you shoot Asiatic, you have the arrow on the outside. You just load like this, and you draw with your thumb. It's way easier, way faster, and way more energetic. And for me, it's like when I started thumb release, I was like newborn, and then I knew this is more related to martial arts than the 3-finger shooting. And since then I'm addicted to it.
When did you started, you had the arrows in the quiver, or did you already had it in the hand when you started archery?
I had quivers, yeah, because for 3-finger shooting you could put them in the bow hand, but it's a little cumbersome and fiddle them out there, so I don't like to have arrows in the bow hand. And for 3-finger shooting, it's a little tough to have the arrows in your draw hand. So yes, I had them in a quiver, back quiver, side quiver, whatever. And then I started. Of course, you could, of course, hold the arrow. So there are a lot of horse archers. They shoot this way because they got taught this way. They hold the arrows like this, but then they need to fiddle the arrow through here.
Disadvantage.
And shoot like this, and I don't like, because you always have the potential to
step,
hurt yourself, to hurt the bow. It's, for me, it's an unnecessary motion, especially when you think in the times they didn't have small field tips, they had broad heads, they had whatever. So I want to have this arrow tip as far away and not in my fingers here. So I want to have it far away. It's always far away, and
boom,
it's way more. And we have then what we get later on in this katra and stuff, so it's more a dynamic way of shooting, not static way of shooting. That's why I love it more.
Amazing. And do you think it's important for this type of archery start very close from the target?
I always start very close, no matter, even if when I learned knife throwing, I start very short distance. You first need to get your technique right.
Yes.
And once you have the technique, you can raise the distance. And you will see, as long as you shoot groups, go further back, but first make sure you stand 2-3 meters away. Don't worry about hitting anything, just focus on your form. And when the form is correct, you hit the target anyway. You're a left-hand archer, right? You shoot left-hand or you shoot right-hand?
I'm actually used to throw and shoot
that's
from
fine.
the bow
Then I
like
explain it for you right-handed. So the first thing we want to do, first always keep martial arts in your mind. So from your stance, from your body posture, nothing is completely straight, nothing is stretched out. You always stand more like you start fighting or you start throwing. Exactly. So at the beginning, we stand 90 degrees to the target. Later on, we might change that a little, but for now, we stand 90 degrees. You have your feet shoulder width apart. You relax your knees, bring your tailbone down, bring your butt in. Head, you have a solid stance. So then the difference to many Western bows, how to hold this bow, because these are, we call them horse bows. It's not a horse bow. You can shoot this bow from the ground. And you can shoot non-horse bows from the horse too, but it's an Asiatic reflex bow. How to hold this bow properly is important. Make your hand like this. Bring it back. It only rests on the root of your thumb. You close these 3 fingers. In this position, see when I point now at the target, the string is this far away already from my arm. So you see many Western archers, they have these arm guards and protectors because they hold the bow like this. when I hold the ball like this, the string will touch me.
Ah, okay.
And if I want to do now katra with this position, it's not working. So you only have the rule
resting
of your thumb.
on this.
Exactly.
On
These three
the
fingers
thumb.
close,
Okay.
and then you hold the ball like you have a sword or
perfect,
something.
yeah.
Okay, that feels already good. And then, no matter where you get the arrow now from, you grab the first arrow, put it on your thumb, hold it with your index finger. It's always that you have contact here.
Okay.
You slide back to the knock, contact to the string, so I don't have to look at it later anymore. I can all feel these things. And now you push forward and see my thumb is above the string, my index is underneath. Now I just, when I touch here, I jump quickly over and can knock. And it goes very easy, so I don't need to, okay, I need to knock now an arrow, I need to look here instead of looking at the target. Because you always want to look at your target while you knock.
You can do this without looking.
Wherever you get the arrow from later on, muscle memory like with your knives, you don't have to think about it. You just, the two fingertips point forward, you make contact to the string, suck, you have it, you still hold it here. And then when you don't have a knocking point, it can happen that the arrow slides a bit up, but we get there in a second. The right hand makes these, like pang pang, but we do it gangster style.
Gangster style, okay.
Then you just bring the thumb under the arrow directly in the first crease.
Okay.
You touch with the thumb the middle finger, and you roll the index finger slightly around.
No way,
And the big secret, the big secret is now
Don't lose the arrow.
that you apply a little pressure with the index finger sideways. And with this, when you let go, the arrow always stays in position no matter if you run, if you jump. The benefit when you shoot three fingers, you draw like this, and you want to jump, then you need to hold the arrow here because otherwise it's a problem. And this way,
you don't have to even hold it.
I apply pressure here a little bit, and then I can let go, and now
wow, very interesting.
nothing happens. That's why it's way more horseback, you know. And then the rest is quite simple. So you still hold the bow, you have the arrow, you apply pressure. You just look with two eyes to your target. You point where you want to shoot with your bow hand. You draw back, and you let go.
Beautiful.
And for the rest, small details, we get to this later. So once more, quickly, you grab the arrow on the thumb with the index finger, you hold it. So you have one point of contact, second point of contact. You never want to let go because in action, then you need to reach out for the arrow. So always make sure contact, string, jump over,
Right under.
boom. You just extend the knock.
So you will lift only the thumb when you are putting?
See, you extend the knock. You just extend the knock, and where shall the string go? The string is now in. Where shall it go? It can only go there. And then you see roughly 90 degrees, so not too low.
Yes.
You get there, you still hold it here. Gangster. And gangster style stays gangster style, so you never want to roll your hand
always
downwards.
go
You
like
always
this
keep it
on
up,
the side?
flat. You point there, you draw, and you let go. And we get there now.
Oh.
So, first the stance. Good. And now the left hand points forward. The thumb is 90 degree off. 90 degrees. Now you slide back here, only here. You see that? And now you close the lower three fingers. What you always want to make sure is that the wrist is straight. Because imagine you have your wrist bent outwards and hold the bow like this. Imagine you punch someone with a bent wrist like this, you break your wrist. So always make sure that the wrist line stays straight. Then you have this nice straight line.
Right.
Okay? Great.
Okay.
We have this, the arrow. Place it on the thumb, and you fix it with the index finger here, exactly. So now you slide back with the two fingers to the knock.
What's the gangster style, like this?
Yeah, no, first we need to knock. First we hold the arrow, we make contact to the string, then you just slide forward, you jump with the thumb over, then you knock the arrow. Exactly, but you still hold it here.
Yeah, still holding.
Good. Then you leave this one here, and now you make your gangster style hand.
Okay, like this?
So, thumb, thumb goes underneath in the first crease. Wait. In the first crease, the tip of the thumb comes to the middle finger, and the index finger just rolls here gently around. And keep the hand upwards that the index finger does not cross the string. Now you apply pressure here a little bit. You see that? Then you can let go here. Keep this pressure.
It holds perfectly still, yes. That's awesome. Never tried this before.
Okay, and now you just look with two eyes at the center. You
It's
point.
very cool it's hold like this.
Yeah, wait a second. Once you know, so he might stop throwing knives and stuff, but we get there. You just point with the root of your thumb to where you want to shoot, and you draw back kind of like
right here?
somewhere in your
All the way up
face,
here?
a bit more. Yeah, look with two eyes to the target. Here, keep your face to the target. Don't start aiming. Only look at the target. Point there, draw back to your anchor point here.
All the way up here?
A bit more. But
More?
keep your head chin down, head in the same angle as the bow. So now draw back until here. Like this, yes. And then
This, good?
Yeah, let go. Boom. Like
Hit the target, but a little bit on the right side.
It's normal. When you switch from from 3-finger shooting to thumb release, you always shoot to the right.
Never tried it before, so cool.
So on the thumb, you hold it with the index,
holding.
exactly backwards.
Now the gangster style.
Thumb underneath, yes. And make sure that the index stays outside. So
This one I don't
thumb
remember.
on the middle. So you leave these three closed. These three stay closed. Keep your gangster style.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
thumb rolls around on the
Yeah.
middle finger, and the index finger just rolls around the tip of the thumb.
Just tip of the thumb,
So
okay.
the index finger stays outside of the
Yes,
string.
yes,
So
yes, yes.
Then you apply pressure.
Okay.
Then you can let go in front. You put the thumb out of the way. You draw back. Exactly.
Good?
Good. Yeah,
Very
the anchor
nice.
point we talk later.
Yeah.
It's first.
Okay.
First shots are.
It feels really amazing, actually.
It's way more dynamic. I think it
Right.
suits more your way how you throw. It suits more your style.
I
of
have to
shooting.
practice
But
this
we
one.
need to learn how to
Of course,
to
yeah.
load this thing properly because we don't do it like this. That's fine.
Like this, it goes outside. No, this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Perfecto.
Okay,
See?
this?
Yeah,
Okay.
good. So. Great.
Good?
Looks good. Looks very good.
I really enjoy this style. Really amazing.
One of the most important parts is your bow shoulder. The bow shoulder needs to be down. When the shoulder is up, you have no control. Now, I stand here, put my shoulder up, and you push me slightly away. Push me away. Now, push towards me. How
okay.
easy? I put the shoulder down.
It's blocked.
Push.
Now it's blocked.
Push. I put shoulder up.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
So, and the same here. Always make sure that this shoulder stays down. Very important, because then the force goes into your bones. When you raise the shoulder, it's in the muscles. You need to hold everything with the muscles, and then you get squished. So this is the first thing. Elbow stays relaxed and shoulder is down. And you can, if you want, push a little bit with the shoulder towards the target. Good.
Amazing. Amazing.
Tack. Yes, sir. Boom. Yes. And, Yep. And how is it so far? First time shooting with the thumb release, how is it?
It's absolutely different because obviously I tried shooting the arrows, but like you said, going with the arrow on the opposite side, it's completely different. Here is like way faster.
Yep.
I really like the grip. I need to get used to it a little bit.
It takes a little fine motoric,
but so far it seems everything very natural, like with the knife throwing. So
exactly.
I really enjoy it.
Great.
So I will try.
Okay.
And also this is very cool, quiver. Really like this.
Exactly. So katra is now a thing. Of course, it's a big discussion. Some in China, they say katra is something useless and you don't use. I agree, when you shoot a very long bow, like a Manchu bow, you don't do katra because these bows don't like all these motions. But for short bows, especially Turkish bows and Korean bows, they have katra built in, so to say, though they only shoot with katra. Katra means, we have the archer's paradox. It means when you shoot, the arrow will wobble like this. So it will wobble like this when you shoot, and when you don't move the bow, the arrow can hit at the end, the bow window here. That's why it's so important that the spine of the arrow matches the poundage of modern bows and stuff. And it will happen here too when you don't move the bow and the arrow, let's say, is a little too weak or whatever, that you scratch here, that the arrow will touch the bow
Hit
here.
the bow.
Exactly. So I need another arrow now. To avoid that is you need to bring the bow slightly out of the way. And the second thing of katra is, you know that an object in not moving needs more energy to get in motion than you have a moving object changing the direction. So what we do here, or what Olympic archers do, they stand in full draw, everything is static, and then they let go. It causes a lot of energy to get this arrow going. When I do katra, I give the arrow kind of like a jump start.
Boom.
then I give him 10, 15 foot per second more speed, and it accelerates more. I have the clearance here, so I just get way more power out of my bow, because at the end the bows are always limited somewhere then in the poundage, but with this you just get this little bit more power.
Did you ever try to measure it, like on some kind of machine?
Yeah,
it helps
you
better.
get 10, 15 foot per second.
Interesting.
Out of it, of course.
So it works.
Now, how do we do it? It's relatively simple. That's why the grip of the bow is very important. Is still okay?
Yeah, no problem.
So what you do now is, when you come to full draw, you just press. You hold with the 3 fingers, press against the bow, and now you push the root of your thumb to the target. You see this now, this rotation. So I come to full draw.
Bam!
You see that, and I don't need to rotate my whole hand. It's in my hand. Look at the draw hand, the bow hand again. What the bow hand is doing. You see that? I just extend. This is now shoulder up, elbow straight, and the hand points still at the target. So what is important, that at the end, both hands still point at the target. You see that? My both hands are still one line to the target.
Okay.
So you don't put this hand down or away or something. You just bam, bam, one line. For me, the most efficient, because for me, martial art is about efficiency.
Okay, guys. So I'm trying the katra, right?
Yeah.
And with the first hand forward, with the other shoulder,
A little
go
bit
back for the release.
So you just make sure your shoulders are down and everything is fine. So keep the fingers away in front.
Grip is getting better.
Yes, put the fingers away. Yes, so now belly in. Remember, relax your elbow. Elbow is relaxed. Point to the target, draw. And skadoosh. Oh yeah, better.
Better?
Nice.
Right? I felt it. Now I felt it. It was
it's
way
still a
better.
bit too much, but and I like always when the bow limb comes here. So when you draw it a bit more, then, because this one, when the bow is a little longer, you have it in your face. When you have the elbow out and you bring it there, then it doesn't matter how long the bow is.
And do you prefer have it bow like this, a little bit on the side, or
I tilt
straight?
the bow always.
Tilt it, tilt it. Okay, try one more.
Of course.
Still not so ready for the loading, but
it takes practice. You just do it since.
But the grip I'm getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
And
Said so.
see? And Armin also gave me a little tip. You can see, guys, my finger got a little bit bloody, but it's only because Armin told me it was a little bit lower, right?
The arrow was knocked a little too low.
So you can fix it with this, that you just put it a little bit higher.
Knock on the back a little higher. Here, you go just on the back a little higher.
Right.
A little bit. And it's only in the wrist. So don't bend the bow, just push towards the target. Shoulder down, elbow. And comes this push. 1 inch punch. Boom! Oh, look at him. Oh, it's so dynamic, huh?
Better?
It's time for slow motion, huh? Boom!
So now I want to try a little bit advanced katra, and from what I understand from Armin, it's basically you don't release it with your initial hand, but you starting with the bow hand, right? The draw.
Yeah, you initiate the shot with the bow hand, exactly.
So let's try how it's going to work for me.
Just don't overdo it, and it's just remember 1 inch punch to the target. Elbow needs to be down, shoulder out. You get there.
It works, yeah.
Yeah.
I a little bit let it go.
And you don't need to do this. Just turn this hand, if you want, turn this hand a little outwards like this.
Even outwards, right?
Like this, yeah.
Okay. Back.
Like this, look. Like this.
So you don't even open, you just...
Yeah, of course you open. You feel it when the draw comes, you feel it, you just open, but it's a reflex then. It's not that you, how you call it, open it by intention. It's more unintentional reflex, and then the hand turns a little outwards. You get there. It's now already advanced, so forgive him. Hand turns a little outwards, and you punch forward. Bam, yep. But you don't need to jump too much.
Right.
Just look. Bam. It's one line, only one line to the target.
Okay, let's do it.
Exactly. Yeah. Good.
Not bad. So from your videos, Armin, I have seen that you are holding multiple arrows in the hand. So how do you hold it?
There are different ways. I tend to hold it like this because it's for me the easiest way. I can just go back, grab from a big quiver a bunch of arrows. I can reload like this and shoot them.
That's amazing.
In a nice.
So with your pinky and this finger?
With the three.
Wow,
You
beautiful.
hold them with these 3 fingers, which you don't use anyway for your thumb release, right?
Right.
There's of course a more classical, traditional way from the Ottomans, where this bow comes from. They hold 2 arrows between the middle finger and the ring finger like this. And there is now big discussion. Some Turkish ones hold it like this. I think officially it was more like this, but doesn't matter right now. So just kind of like this way. So you have the arrows alongside your lower arm, so they don't, you have still room for
place.
moving around, even on a horseback, because this way might interfere with the horse. This one does not. So and then you load your first one, and then it's always the same. So you have your stuff, then you grab the next one, and now from now on it's the same. Like we had before. You slide back with these 2 fingers.
Interesting.
You load. It's the same.
Nice.
Grab the next one, slide back, you load, and you shoot.
Bam. Very cool.
Which one you want to try?
I was about to ask you which you prefer. The first one? The first one seems more natural, I think.
For the first one, it's a little more tricky because the arrow is, of course, in another direction. So you need to hold the arrow, and then what you need to do here is you don't want to lose control. So you need always 2 points of control. So this is a little tricky.
Yeah.
But once you do it a few times, then you get there too. So it's not a big thing. You just bring your palm upwards, swivel the arrow around here, and you always have control on both sides. With this way, you just grab it, you slide back. So it's more like a linear motion.
I try. So Armin think this one is going to be easier for me, so I will try the Ottoman style.
We start slowly.
Yeah, of course, it's my first day.
Here you have a linear motion. With the other one, you have this rotation.
Right. So I can try this one.
But,
okay. So, but otherwise, everything is same, and this is
exactly
cool
the same.
that you already have closed the fingers.
Yeah. Now you need to keep them closed, otherwise you lose your arrows. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And
You grab
now,
them.
how do you?
You just hold the next one, separate them like you had with thumb and index, exactly like this. Slide back, and then you have the next one.
It's not that difficult.
No. And you need to imagine they had to build a whole army of archers, so it cannot be rocket science. So it had to be simple at the end, that everybody could grab it
do
quickly.
it pretty quickly, right?
Yep. And now you just grab it here, hold it, and now you can slide back. The same like we did from the beginning.
So natural. I can imagine if I would practice this loading more quickly. But of course, this type of archery was done on the movement, and that's what I would love to see. So let's try this.
That's why it's horse archery. They did it on their horses, and of course, when you don't move and shoot a non-moving target, it's quite easy to hit it. But now imagine you only walk, and there is your target. And while you walk, you need to shoot the target. It's not that fast as a galloping horse, but it's a beginning. So you just walk from there. Walk in a decent speed, knock your arrow, and then just point there, draw, and shoot. Because now you have this motion, but you shoot, you throw while you move too, right? So you should be used to it. But you still focus on the target, and point there and walk and shoot. Exactly. And one more back. Yes. Nice. Yes, sir.
So definitely, if you will go faster, you will become less accurate, right?
In the beginning, it's matter of practice.
Yeah, but
that's
still,
why start standing, walk slow, walk faster, and at the end you can run.
Yeah, like with the.
And at the end you can gallop on a horse and shoot a moving target. This
next year.
Next year.
Woo! So from the archery, for what I learned from my friend Armin, is very similar to the knife throwing, because when I teach the especially the no spin throwing, you have to be very relaxed, and it's basically remind like the punch. And that was one of the first things Armin explained me. So everything is relaxed, but definitely I have to still work on my grips and the total form. But everything is so natural. I really like on this side, so you don't have to put it on the other one. The grip is very easy.
There's a knocking point.
And the knocking point a
Yeah,
little bit
we
higher.
had a knocking point.
This
Yes,
is
a bit high.
this is also you can. It's like a little tip.
It's a
that you
knocking
can put.
point. Yeah, you should have a knocking point, but this one slipped up now a little, so
Yeah.
we get there.
So
It's fine.
with this way you don't hit the finger as much, right?
Yeah, you ensure that the arrow is high enough. back there, yeah.
And right after, I really like the follow up with the bow, the katra, and it really seems powerful and very accurate. Really like this. I still definitely have to practice on it, but it's so much fun. What do you think, Armin?
He did very well. Of course, he's a natural, he knows everything. And because you mentioned now your stance, later we stand open too and we have a full body draw, then it gets even more, but we do this next time. So, but you did very well. So, of course, this is, when you never did this, it's a little tricky to get this done. But once it works, it's just, you can do it blind and it's just like second nature, like everything, and it's just fine.
Definitely, if you want to learn about archery, definitely check out Armin's channel. He has amazing tutorials, videos like that. Definitely now I have to check them as well to learn more. But you told me, Armin, that you also like knife throwing, right? So maybe we do.
I like knife throwing. I'm only bad at it, yes.
So maybe I can show you some tips now as well, all right?
Thank you.
Okay, let's do it.
For me, knife throwing was always, and you saw it with the circus style, you know, that they need to have a certain distance and whatever, and then they could do it, and they needed to step back a certain distance, and they can do it again.
Yeah.
And that was always kind of like, I don't know, it felt not right, and it felt not natural or instinctive.
Yeah.
So, and then I saw you throwing, and you do it a complete different way, and I would like you to explain it shortly.
So, yeah, this technique, it's called no spin throwing, and it means the knife fly basically almost straight like an arrow. It's a quarter spin. And the big advantage of this, it's you can be so close to the target right away, but you can also be moving with the knife, and that's this big advantage for the instinctive throwing, like you showed me exactly today with the bow, because with the spin throwing you have to be on the fixed distances. So you do it very easily. You find the balance point on the knife, so like this.
Balance point. Okay.
You put it after in your palm. Close the fingers. Again, 3 fingers, like we did before.
I like thumb. Where's the thumb?
And thumb on the side.
Okay, and the index is
and
up
the
there.
index finger.
Is it straight or curled, or do you apply pressure, or how is it?
Many people, there's also a big discussion, like you can have it like this, bent, and after you can apply the force with the spring method, or you can do slide.
Sliding.
Personally, I slide from close distance and push from longer ones.
You are like,
so after, it's again remind a little bit like your form. You are pulling your arm to the back, twisting your wrist, and in this movement, I'm following with the elbow, shoulder, and applying the pressure on the index finger. And I just let the knife slide into the target. And twisting the body, relax everything, like a punch.
So elbow first, and then the hand?
And the hand, right. And applying the pressure on the index finger. And don't rush anywhere, and like we did, you can also be from very close distance.
So, balance point, center, here, finger on top.
Yes.
Woohoo. So, and now you go
Pull
back, and then you come forward like this, and you...
Yes, and applying the pressure.
Oi, oi, oi.
Wow, look at this. Amazing.
Hey,
very
with this
nicely.
explanation, you only need to tell me, you know, that I understand it. That's cool. One more time.
Come on. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, but it's not straight.
You can take more of them.
It's not straight. That's interesting.
Very beautiful.
Oh,
nice.
Accuracy.
Armin is natural. Look at these guys. Beautiful.
Oh, no, that's too much.
A little bit
what am I
over-rotated.
doing? What am I doing wrong? Like
if it's like this, you are releasing too late, or you are applying less pressure. So it has to be like optimal. Too much pressure. If it's over-rotating, it's too much pressure on the index pressure.
Okay, less pressure.
Less pressure, yes.
Okay. Ah, no,
Yeah.
that was
Too
not
many
enough
knives
pressure.
in the target.
Fine.
Try again.
Oi, 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 oi. So.
Perfect, awesome. Beautiful.
But still, I released too late then, right?
This one was pretty okay. Nice, perfect. Wow.
Yeah,
Not so bad, not so bad.
Shanky, but they are not straight. When I see you, they're straight.
Yeah.
Mine are like all over the
What
place.
happens sometimes, a lot of beginners doing this mistake that in the last moment they twist the wrist.
Okay.
You know,
Where
so
is
the
your
knife, you see how the knife is landing?
Okay, I did this, yeah.
So
What
you
are you
have
doing?
to focus that you are going like this.
Okay.
You know, you want to basically like show.
Okay.
Show on the finger and then don't do this.
Okay.
Look at the, you see? Go like
see.
this.
Okay, I understand.
So keep it straight. Pa!
That's good.
Like
I
this.
think I understood. First, always pick the ones up on the target, no?
Yes.
I read that somewhere. Yeah. Oh, cool. So the finger needs to be straight. Oh, wait
Yeah.
a second. So. Yeah, I'm too far away. Get target panic then. So straight forward.
Perfect.
So,
Very good. Beautiful.
Still a little, I need to release earlier or less pressure. You
Yes,
said.
yes. This one was the best so far.
Now
over-rotating. But nice
again.
looping.
You need to be relaxed. In
Like-
the moment you tense up, it's not going to,
Exactly.
because when you want to, it's not going to. When you
Yeah.
just let it flow, this one felt perfect. I just didn't think about it, and it was working.
This one, you
one-
see guys, you see this is how
Yeah.
you want your throwing knife in the target. This little bit over
And
this is
then I
perfect.
started thinking again and made me and I tensed up, and then you start making.
Overthinking, I think it's going to be also
the
in
same?
your
Same.
sport,
Yeah,
it's going to be the
same.
same, right? And
Awesome.
if you want to learn the distance, you can try one exercise. It's very
Okay.
cool. It's called step back drill. So anytime you will stick the knife, classic beginner mistake is they are going for the, I think,
it's
for
like
the
in
bow,
archery.
right?
Yeah, they shoot
want
5
to
meters
shoot,
and they go 30.
They go
Yeah,
30
yeah,
meters. So you want to fix this, that you will make only very little step back from
Okay.
the target.
Yeah.
Again,
Makes
and
sense.
that's how you
This
learn the
is
distances.
exactly how I teach when you want to learn shooting longer
Right?
distance. You shoot a group, go maximum, of course with archery you can go back 1 meter, but not further.
Yes.
Until you shoot a group again.
Perfect.
1 meter further. So let's see. Careful there.
Okay, sorry.
You're in my, not that I drop one on the back here.
Yes.
So you roll the fingers around, right?
Grip is perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Do everything same, just little step from the target.
Oh, and you need to tell me then later of these Chinese kung fu knife
Yes,
throwers.
of course. Okay, and
The
rotate
knife
it.
is not good.
Perfect, perfect. Beautiful, okay. Wow. Very good, actually very good. Beautiful sticks. And even with the step back.
Adam is a man.
Also very good knives by the Asia.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's,
So my friend Armin, thank you so much. That was really amazing lesson. And I hope you enjoyed it, guys, as well. Did you enjoy it, the no spin throwing?
the pleasure is mine. The no spin throwing is totally awesome. I'm only just too tense. I had to, but then when you relax and
Yeah.
it's coming completely natural, it's totally awesome. So, and of course with a good teacher, it's always easy, obviously.
Yeah, thank you, Mr.
And
Good Teacher.
it's no, the people outside, they think they can watch a video and learn from some. They have a little understanding of their own body. They are maybe capable, but others, you just maybe, like in archery, shoulder down. You think, my shoulder is down. No,
Right.
it's not. And you have this small look, not so much pressure or whatever, and these little things, and then all of a sudden it works. So a good teacher is always worth it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And
you.
guys, if you want to support the channel, there's going to be a link for these Ace-Jet knives, the Stinger. Did you like them?
They are just brilliant.
I also really enjoy your bows. Very cool. Once again, definitely support Armin. He's almost 100,000 subscribers. So come on, guys, definitely check out
We need
his channel.
100.
Help him.
I will get this YouTube thingy, then we bring it here and we throw it and shoot it.
Exactly. And we are not done. We are actually making another video. It's going to be maybe next week or 14 days. I don't know. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to try some trick shots. So definitely be sure to check out this one as well.
Exactly.
But for today, that's it. So thank you everybody for watching. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time.